In this video we are going to be talking about the ultimate game-changing secret weapon that can elevate your betting game to new heights. This secret is how pro bettors strategically bet and make money almost every day with soccer or other sports while amateurs just keep predicting outcomes and losing. And this so-called secret is value betting. Now, what is value betting? Value betting in soccer involves identifying bets where the odds offered by a bookmaker are higher than the actual probability of the outcome occurring. Let's take this match between Alaves and Mallorca for example. This match was played the last 2 weekends. The moment I saw the huge over 1.5 odds this game was given on the bet site, I screenshot it before even putting my money on it. This game was given a whole 1.68 odds for over 1.5 goals option, imagine. So as a person who knew the form of both teams, I was already certain that, in fact, this match could 100% produce more than one goal. This here is a value bet, taking advantage of a bet that the odds are very high but you are almost 100% sure of the result. And instead of running away from these kinds of bets like beginners and amateurs do, pro bettors deliberately find them and make money with them. Before teaching you how to always find and make money with value bets like a pro, let's first discuss why pro bettors use value bets. Most pro bettors use value bets to secure and manage their odds. Most genius bettors have consistent odds that they stick to every day. For example, I am a pro bettor who trades with only 3 odds per day. Which means no matter the number of games on my bet list, the total number of games must not exceed 3 odds. Now, if a beginner or amateur bettor was given $100 to stake on 3 odds, that amateur will most likely pick games like Liverpool vs Wolves over 1.5 and Bayern to win at home. As sure as these games are, they can only give low odds like 1.18, so to make a bet list of just 3 odds with this type selection, you'll need around up to 7 or 8 games in one bet. And one thing you need to know about sports betting is, no matter how good your form analysis still is, the more games you have in your bet slip the more bad luck. For pro bettors all they need is just 2 or 3 value bets to get profitable odds. To make a 3 odds bet, all I need is just one more game like this, and I'm done. Now, how do you find value bets? It's very simple. 1. Find a match that you think is sure and not difficult for you to predict. 2. Look for your favorite betting options that are likely to be an outcome in the game and focus on the one that has high odds. 3. Find out why the odds are so high, maybe it's because some players are absent, recent form and so on. If there's no tangible reason, you can go ahead with it. To break it down, let us use the Alaves vs Mallorca game we started with. When I first saw this game on the betting site, 2 sure betting options were on my mind, that's under 3.5 and over 1.5 goals. But immediately I clicked to see the odds, I saw that the under 3.5 option was only 1.13 odds, which is a valueless bet, so I moved to the next sure potential outcome which was over 1.5. Immediately I saw the odds, I was delighted. I knew that a match between Alaves and Mallorca getting an over 1.5 is 90% possible, even though they are both mid-table teams in La Liga. This is because Alaves currently concedes goals a lot and they were averaging almost a goal per game. And as for Mallorca, they are currently in form and can equally score and concede goals based on their current form. But before I bet, I had to find out why the odds were so high, and the only reason was because the match was between 2 mid-table teams. And for those that are familiar with Spanish La Liga, you can testify that most matches between their mid-table clubs produce under goals. So since there was no other reason, I staked on it. Value betting is all about being flexible and going for the odds that give the most value instead of betting on games that look safe. While betting, I don't care about how sure an option is or who is involved in the match. If I find a game between Dortmund and Leipzig and their over 1.5 option which is a sure outcome have small odds, I'm going to move on to the next possible outcome with high odds immediately. And if I want to bet and I see games like Man City vs Brentford's over 1.5 goals with little odds, I will ignore that game and go for unknown teams with higher odds if necessary. Value betting is not just about goal predictions. Any bet that looks very sure to you but has abnormally high odds is a value bet. As simple as that, it is important that you apply this strategy if you want to be a pro bettor and win regularly with sports betting to increase income and profits, reduce risk in your bets, and to make good betting decisions and guarantee long-term success after mastering. The difference between amateur bettors and pro bettors is that amateurs only predict outcomes while pros understand odds and how to use them to make profit through value betting, and don't forget, value betting requires